Good evening, my fence life.
Like, we have this much more time. We have like this much more time. Like, what's going on?
Jesus, guys, this is an absolute chaos right now. Okay, I got logged off, crashed the computer. I got 2 seconds left. I see, boop, we're live.
That was it. I know. And I just stopped it. I couldn't watch it anymore. It was going on, and I was too excited. Today's a special episode. I mean, how often do you get Brian, Sean, and Susan on the same podcast? I mean, when was the last time we were all on together?
Never.
I don't think we ever have.
It just doesn't happen. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
This was I mean, we were kind of the original FWA team right here.
This is the epic moment. Yes.
I didn't think I was gonna make it back from Cali for this too. I think Susan was like texting me. She's like, "What are we gonna do? What are you doing? What are you doing?" I go, I'm
all day long.
I'm gonna make
all
it
day long.
She texted me a little bit ago. She goes, "Can you handle running it tonight?" I'm like, "What? Where's Brian?"
I wasn't sure.
Yeah. For once, I have time to be here. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be there." Yeah.
And you're stationary. Yeah. Normally, we got your motorhome in the background, or you're moving around. We can see cop cars flashing behind you. But,
no, we're officially back home for this a little bit, brief period of time, and I'm focusing on the business.
Yeah,
traveling everywhere in the country takes a toll on some of those bigger pieces that back home, right? So when you ignore those things long enough, pretty soon they get your attention.
Yeah, and I think I'm on the same thing. I mean, Susan will tell you, it is that 3, 4, 5 months even before the show and stuff that we're doing, it is just all FWA, all fence show, all everything that we're leading up to it, and you're involved in it. We're all just getting geared up, and I think we neglect our businesses, and it just it hurts. Chaos is waiting for us when we're done.
It's chaos. You can either do the work at a consistent pace, or you can not do the work at a consistent pace, but do just as much work at one single amount, short period of time. Yeah, and I think that's what creates chaos. But it also, for me, it creates this. For me, it's probably just as much of a benefit for me to focus intentionally on something and knock it out. Yep. I get distracted if it's just a mundane, consistent pace. And okay, this is the fence business. I come in every day. I do this, and I do that. I do this. I do that. Look, you're gonna lose my attention. Let's just be honest, okay? And I'm gonna go whoop. But if it takes all of my energy, then you get all of my 100. I seem to be able to do massive amounts of work in a short period of time, and I think actually perform better under that type of parameters than just casually clicking along. Maybe I'm built different. It's weird, but or maybe it's just the way it's always been. I have no choice. I could be just making things up.
Entrepreneurs. I think it's in us. I mean, even me. I mean, literally, when things are going too smooth, I don't know what happens. I just start sabotaging it for no reason. I mean, no reason. I'll decide to just change it. I'm like, what we should do is just completely revamp our work orders for no reason. We should just change something that's working. And
this is working just fine, but I think I can make it a little better. And then so it's like this, like why? And Susan's go, why are we making it better? What's happening? What are we doing? And you're like,
why do we need a new logo? Why do we need that logo redone 10 times? Why?
But we can.
Right. We got to rebrand. Even restaurants rebrand.
We can give you a ton of reasons why, but we just worry about can we? Or actually, in our case, we just did.
Yep.
Right. It's like, oh my God, I've already done that. Yeah, we did that already. So
We're gonna go from shiny silver fence signs to blue ones, back to shiny silver ones, and
that conversation happened today. Actually, I have a text of a shiny Mr. Fence sign, old school chrome.
Do I have it here?
That's the new blue.
I've got both of them. Can you see them both?
Oh yes, you do. See, and look. So I see it right there. So the problem with the shiny one is you can't look at the camera, guys. Can you see it? I can't see it. It says.
The light hitting it, it's gone.
So the team's like, well, we have a whole stack of these. What do we want? Put them on the fences? No, we bought brand new blue ones for chrome from JC Gurry. Don't get me wrong, badass signs. They did both, but there's a reason why I did that, right? So find another use. Give them away to homeowners or give them to other fence companies, but don't hang them on a fence.
I keep one of them in my backpack when I go out hiking in case I get lost, so I can signal to planes and helicopters and stuff when they're searching for me. Just to reflect.
I love it. I love it. Yes, we can see Cajun fence sign back there.
Yes, we can see yours back there too, right? Right behind there. I need more fence signs, everybody. If you got them, send it over to us.
Squeeze it in there. Squeeze it in there. So speaking of fence signs, one of the things I was focusing on this week was I need to get more leads like everybody else. Okay, how do we get more leads? Well, we got to go back to the basics and do some of the shit that we know works, right?
Yep.
Yard signs. We've always had yard signs.
Yard signs. Never done it. Never done it.
You've never done yard signs?
Well, I mean, maybe it's definitely a residential thing, right?
We have always done yard signs over the years with great experience, but we have great success. Have not done them in a while. We used to have yard signs that said, coming soon, when we sell the job, coming soon, a new project from Mr. Fence. Then we build the fence and would change it out and say, look at the new finished fence, right? Change it out.
Yep.
Well, so I had this thought the other day, and I don't know why it took me 35 years to figure this out. I've been in the fence business. But the yard signs, and I'm not the only fence company, almost everybody's yard sign is unique in that the yard sign says your fence name, big bright colors or whatever. But everyone has a fence sign in their business. And I have never seen anybody make the yard sign exactly the same as the fence sign. That continuity. You see it on the fence and you see it inward. But just
I don't know. If anybody's watching has done that, comment. Let us know.
Let me know. So what I did is I went to dirt cheap signs, by the way, guys, here. They do have dirt cheap signs for yard signs. And I had them, they don't have, remember it's 24 by 24, 18 by 24 yard sign. Yeah. And I said, no, I want to match the J.C. Gurry sign, but 2X. So exactly the same shape. I even want the holes in the corner like it looked like. And I want to say warranty. I want it to be the same exact sign, 2X. And we got them delivered today in our meeting. And I pulled these things out, dude. And it's like, it's an exact replica of the fence sign. So now think about when people see the fence sign on the fence and then they see these yard signs everywhere, they will absolutely connect the dots because it's like when you see that color scheme, the ratios right. Yep. I mean, I'm expecting some pretty positive results. This is brand new. I've never done this, but I'm expecting some pretty positive results from the fact that so simple. It's so simple.
Yeah. I would agree that brand recognition, I think, is really important. People forget about that consistently. Like, you're wearing your shirts. I'm wearing somebody else's shirt. You know what I mean?
Kobe.
But like, but I mean, like, exactly. Like that brand recognition across the board is invaluable and monetarily has a value on it as well. Right. Like simple things you can do for inexpensive cost.
Yeah. This was very easy. I mean, I had them cut the signs in half. They don't make that sign shape. Right. So I had them take 2 fence signs printed on one big sign and cut it in half so that these yard signs don't look like anybody else's yard signs.
Like 4 feet. What are they, like 2 by 4 or something? How big?
No, they're going to be 12 by 24. 12 inches tall, 24.
You make that out of a corrugated plastic or something and you leave them there. I heard some people leave them after they're done with the fence.
Oh yeah, we don't get them back. No, we put them. But see, we're putting them in the day we sell the fence, so it sits there the whole time, and then you build the fence, and it sits there for another till the homeowner gets rid of it. Sometimes they throw it away immediately. Sometimes they call you to come back and get it. Just let it ride, man. Just let it ride. Some homeowner associations bitch about it. Then let them pull it out. But
I bet you if you set those fence signs in concrete, they wouldn't be able to get them out, and then they'd probably be there forever.
You know what? We could probably start pounding some stakes in the ground. That way, all this equipment for pounding and attach them because right now they're little metal poles, right?
Yeah.
Just say pull that out. Pull that out.
You know what I wanted to build? I wanted to build in front of the business here, not really a yard sign for the property of a homeowner, but I wanted to build out front like a 20-foot tall. And I drew it up. I was going to try to get a permit to do it, from the building department to build the sign. Link. And I wanted to build a 20-foot tall, like, I don't know, section of fence almost with a sign on the side of it, like you'd put on your fence, except for a giant sign. So it looked like a 15, 20-foot tall fence, but the sign would be kind of what you said, but a sign would be your actual sign on that fence as your sign for your business.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of value. Your signs are very, very noticeable, right? The way your sign is laid out. So that even bigger, they're gonna correlate the two together. So they see the little sign, they can't read it all, but they've seen the big sign, so they know what the little one says.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so for me, when I put the yard sign in the yard, when the homeowner sees it, they're gonna now notice it on everybody's fence. It's kind of like if you're looking for red cars, you'll see red cars everywhere.
Yeah.
If you're looking for brown cars and someone asks you how many red cars you see, I don't know. Right.
Yeah.
So having that yard sign there is going to call attention to all of our fence signs in the neighborhood as they drive. Yeah. Man, there's another one. There's another one. There's another one where they probably wouldn't have normally noticed it. Hey, that's my hope. I'll let you know how it works.
Get some pictures. I had a tourist stop in to actually purchase a Las Vegas fence sign once. I mean a Las Vegas fence shirt as a souvenir, because they saw it. We're like they were at a trophy place. I guess they were in town for some sort of competition or something. They were at the trophy place next door to us, and they saw all our guys in Las Vegas fence shirts. So they came. Of course, we gave them a shirt.
They were thinking like the pawn shop or something.
Yeah, they just wanted to take one back so they could wear something that said Las Vegas on it, Las Vegas fence shirt. So that was kind of cool. That's what I told everybody. I mean, we're gonna get a kiosk and go down to the strip and start selling Las Vegas fence T-shirts.
I mean, you probably could. I don't know if they're the ones buying fence from you. If you were to think it through, I don't think they're buying fence, but yeah.
You know what I did a long time? This was like 20 years ago. I had a bunch of shirts printed, and I gave all the shirts. We just had a bunch, and people were giving out clothes and stuff in the wintertime to the homeless people and stuff. So I would just give them all fence shirts. Yep. And then everybody was rocking around wearing fence shirts.
So we did that one time too. We gave them the Goodwill, and next thing I know, the Safe House here had full of inmates wearing our clothing and walking around.
Yeah.
This is good, and this might be a little bad because it depends what they do when they're wearing the clothing.
Yeah.
We've had a couple guys get arrested, and their mugshot has our shirt, and they never worked for us.
Yeah. Yeah. The only inmates I want wearing my shirts are the ones that work for me.
Like, wait a minute, hold on. There's some liability exposure happening right there.
I'm drinking out of my South Point cup. We just ended up with a bunch of South Point cups left over from the show.
I love that.
I have a king cup. King cup today.
But I agree, man. It has just been since the show. I have been just like engrossed back into the company. It's amazing how much complacency kicked in, and how
for sure, I can relate to that.
Ended up losing a couple guys because they just got used to not having that order of you being there. And then they're used to stopping and getting all the food on the way to the jobs and this and that, and they stop. They'll stop doing the truck checkouts or tool checkouts, and it's really hard, even though you have these systems in place, to go back to them.
You got to police them.
Yeah, once they get used to not doing them, and then you try to enforce it, and they're like, "Oh man, this is." I go, "Well, it's not new. I'm not inventing any new policies. These have always been here. You just stop doing them for 4
months." Right. That's exactly correct. Right. We're dealing with that. We're reevaluating some of the stuff we were doing before, but we had to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Like, we've always had a 5-star review program in our team, but I can't tell you the last time anyone submitted a review, because we give a bonus if they get a review. But no one's filled the form out. I think I looked at like 7-8 months. I'm like, what the hell? And we've only had a handful of reviews. Yeah. So I seriously said to everybody, like, remember this? Oh, that's like it was something new. Like, it's not new, but how about, so today we got 4 5-star reviews.
Wow.
We've had 20 in like 6 months, but today we focused on it. And I said, hey, you guys all get $50 per 5-star review you get. You submit the form. Bing, bing, bing. Like, oh, well, that was easy. How would you just do that all the time? Like, Jesus, guys. We've done 450 projects so far this year. I pulled the math up and showed them. I said, we've done 450 projects. And I think they've gotten 20 reviews. I think that is literally embarrassing.
Yeah.
Absolutely embarrassing.
You don't normally get, I mean, for every one bad review, there must have been 100 good customers that were happy. So it's really hard. It's really hard to get people to leave reviews when they're happy. It's the weirdest thing, right? It's like, okay, I did a great job. Why are you struggling with leaving a review?
Yeah, easy thing.
I think residential people probably are more likely to leave reviews, though, right?
I would probably say that. I don't have very many reviews from commercial guys. No, I think that's even harder one to get done, because they're not really connected to the project as much as a homeowner that bought their fence to keep their dog in. Yeah. Commercials got, we got to get this job done because the boss man wants that secure over there. What are they going to leave you a review? Like,
they're not going to leave
on their personal account. On their personal account, like, come on.
Yeah. Then they got to go find whoever controls their business account and try to leave a review from that. They're just, it's just too much effort.
It's going to be tough.
They're just not going to do it. I think every bad review I think I've ever gotten, it's from not even a customer. It's been it's been a neighbor or a disgruntled employee, or none of them are real.
It's hard. The most recent one, we had a guy claim that a rock flew up off the roadway from one of the truck tires, cracked his windshield. And so we're not hauling rock. It's just that we ran over a rock. The rock picked up and hit his windshield on it. I said, we're not going to pay for that, because one, I can't even guarantee it was our tire, our truck, the rock. And even if it was on the roadway hazard to begin with. I don't believe we're liable. Woo! He lost his mind. Oh my God. So we got 5-star, or got a negative review there. Well, then his best friend did a negative review. We had like 4 1-star reviews because so-and-so knew so-and-so who knew somebody who had a rock chip. I'm like, what?
What's up, Craig? Craig Eubanks in the house.
Craig, Fence Guy Friday.
Well, man, I've noticed that neither one of you have the notes open. So can we do our next segment?
What?
Like, I thought we
made show notes. I made show notes.
I thought you said we were going to, whatever we want.
What would Brian and Sean say?
I don't even know if that was next, Susan.
Yes, that was next. Oh my goodness, I can't stand you guys.
Where's the notes? Well, I had to get rid of the notes so I quit freezing.
Oh, maybe that's what was causing him to freeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chet Taylor, and for some reason, when I open up your notes, it makes me go revalidate myself, and I'm like, well, it's Susan and Sean. I'm not even going to open them.
She says FWA fact checking. All right.
Chet Taylor. He's a top contributor too. Thank you for being that. This is from Fence Industry Only on Facebook. So if you follow our group over there, there's a good 20,000 some people in there. Pretty active. But by the way, over 16,000 of that 20,000 are active, and that's after weeding out. That is after weeding out, as much as we can, all the stuff that which is probably 700 people. I think 700 people a month we decline.
So much spam too.
Only 700 get in. So that's to keep it so it's not.
There's
it's
a lot of spam.
So Chet Taylor, thank you for being a top contributor. And he says, I have been in business for 5 years now. I believe I'm ready to hire out some of the work. So I'm assuming he's talking subbing out some work, right? I can't wear all the hats anymore. In y'all's professional opinion, what was the first hire you made besides labor?
I think he's talking about like he's actually ready to hire.
Yeah, besides
office people. Okay, maybe the sales or maybe somebody in the office to help with some of the administrative stuff.
I would say the first person would be someone in the office to answer the damn phones, because I can't even focus on sales or scheduling order until that phone is off my plate.
Yeah,
phones. Yeah.
I think it's it depends on what your role is. I mean, what's your strength? Is your strength administrative? Is your strength HR? Is your strength sales? And maybe you need to step more into the sales and hire somebody from the administrative and answer the phone. But maybe his strength is maybe Chet. I don't know Chet that well, obviously. But if we knew him, we'd be able to answer some of that. Yeah,
it looks a lot like Donald Trump.
Yeah. I feel like he's big, really big. He quite possibly could be the biggest in the industry, but nonetheless, I guess if his strength is sales, focus on the sales, hire someone for the administrative and answer the phones.
Yeah.
If his strength is the doing the work orders, doing the paperwork, then maybe he needs to look into his first hire being sales. I always was stronger on the sales than the paperwork and administrative. So like Sean, my first hire was more office admin stuff and answering the phones and taking care of some of the daily activities and stuff like that. But great question. And I think it's going to be different for all of us, from depending on your company.
Notes, boys.
Get some notes.
I don't
know. So Jorge Hernandez says, how do you guys keep your guys to keep the trucks and organized and all the tools put in their own trucks?
Oh wow!
I think he's asking how do you
oh man!
Tools, right?
Jorge, you got a piece of pen and paper, because I'm telling you,
you better get a video camera ready.
This could go on all night long.
First thing you do is I'm not gonna say it on air.
Yeah. I will say Brian has checklists. He's got clipboards. And everything has to be checked in and everything has to be checked out, or vice versa, checked out and then checked back in again. I know what's his name goes through and verifies that everything that they said is true on their checklist. Like,
it's
and
tough.
So like,
yeah, and that's what I was saying. If you're not on it, and it's what Sean was saying, you got to really police that though. You have to be on it every day. You can't literally ever stop and skip a beat at it, because they'll stop checking the trucks out. They'll just check stuff off that they don't even have and just sign the bottom of it if they don't know that you're checking it on the way in. So for us at Las Vegas Fence, we have checklist after checklist. So not only do the work order have, saying, hey, what if you're doing plates, if it's bigger than a 3/8 inch hole that we're drilling, we take a large hammer drill. If it's, things like this, we note it. But the trucks actually have a extensive 8.5 by 11 checklist of tools they're taking. We write down what they're taking. And then on the way back in, somebody else is supposed to check in to make sure that that everything came back that they left with. Because honestly, if it's like even a couple of rock bars or a post hole digger or something, if the guys, sometimes they're tired, man, they've been out busting their ass all day digging holes in the sun, and here it's 115. And if nobody's checking it, it's not their rock bar, right? It's not their come along or their wheelbarrow. And if they know it's going to be checked, they might circle back and go get it before they came back to the yard. Or if you know something's missing that night, you could go back to the job and you might find a $600 hammer drill still sitting there that night, but the next morning it might not be there. So I think it's a big deal for us to do that. And I don't know about you, Sean, how do you get your tools?
So we're a little different, right? So there's nothing coming off the truck every day, right? Our trucks are set up a little differently. So I'll give you a couple of ideas here. The one worked really well for us in the beginning when we were building out our trucks. Got utility bed trucks, and inside the utility bed, you open up the box and all these tools. So first off, we labeled all the tools and color coded those. So this truck was all red, that one's all blue, that one's all green. So we spray paint them, color code them, and then etch them. Here's where the magic was. To get the guys to put the tools back on the truck and to make sure they had the tools at the end of the day, it's like painting by numbers. I put the tools in there. I took a picture. I took several pictures. I laminated the pictures and we stuck them to the inside of the door. So when the door opens, you can see exactly what tool is supposed to be where and what that tool looks like and how many of those tools there are in every single compartment.
Wow.
That worked pretty well. Now, I don't have so much of that going on. I might need to revisit and go back to that. Mm-hmm. But what we have used more lately is company cam. So we use company cam for all of our pictures in our business for our fences, but we also use it per truck. So we have a truck and a company cam file, and they go take a picture of all the tools in the company cam. And there's a history now of where the tool was, what the shape of the tool was, what the serial number is on the tool, everything about the tool, and it's associated to that truck forever. And if you ever have to go back and re-inventory, it's a fact, take pictures, and then that's your inventory list. We have Excel sheets to go along with that. So we aren't checking in and out tools, but in order to verify tools, we do random checks on trucks, re-inventory trucks. I realize here's one thing you need to figure out is that the cost of doing business in the fence business is like ponds. It's going to cost you drills. It's going to cost you saws. It's going to cost you markers, tape measures. All of that is going to, if you think you're going to go to war and build fence every day and keep the same tools you worked your ass off to buy this year, 5 years from now, you're absolutely wrong. So just put it in the budget that you're going to buy $5,000 of tools for that truck every single day because somebody stole it, because somebody lost it, because somebody left it, because somebody broke it, because somebody wanted to borrow it. At the end of the day, we just planned for it. And I just retool it up because the stress it takes to try to the ROI of trying to get that one little tool on the truck that just use the damn thing. And when it's broke, I'll get a new one. Or if you lose it, we don't want too much of that, but I'm going to get a new one. I get frustrated with some of the owners I talk to in our business, in our industry, guys that will say, they got to figure it out. I already bought a one saw. So the guys are out there with a hand saw and the owner's not going to buy them a new saw because they lost the corded saw. So they're stubborn. They're like, well, they're going to have to do it the hard way. Who is that costing money to?
These aren't your children.
But
this is your business.
Who's paying the time for them to hand saw the board, right?
This is your business.
How much labor you're losing, and you know how many jobs aren't getting done. They're like, but they lost it. So they got what? They don't give a shit. They get paid by the hour. You're literally giving them a bonus,
right?
To saw by hand or drill by hand or whatever it is. Like, go get the tools for your team members, put them on the truck, and make sure that they're there. But never discipline them like, oh, that's it. You broke it.
Dude, I have a battle just getting them to take the tools. I mean, do you park your trucks indoors in a warehouse or something?
Well, we're not in Las Vegas, bro. We're in Indiana, okay? You've been here, right? It's a little different. Yeah, but they're parked outdoors. It isn't a fenced-in lot, but I don't have like ninja monkeys coming in every day looking for leftover snacks.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's, I'm the only fence company I think in Las Vegas that's never been robbed. Knock on wood. Why do I say shit like that, right? But
yeah, why did you? Now you do have cameras that talk as you walk by.
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, I've got all that stuff around there, and I get alerted. Obviously, we got that, but I've learned a long time ago. Even the guys, they can't even keep personal tools in there. I mean, they all want to keep like they'll go and they'll lock up they'll get their own impacts and their own personal drills. They want to lock them in the cabs of the truck. And you know what happens is somebody comes through and they bust all my windows to get to their drills. And now I've got employees standing and they're pissed off because they've lost their tools. They want me to buy their tools. And I got all these broken windows. Yeah. And I got all these broken windows. So now they can't leave anything. They put it in the warehouse. Everything comes off the trucks. And I think the only reason I don't get robbed is because everybody that's ever worked for me, anybody that's ever been in there knows there ain't shit on my trucks. So I mean, if you want, you can. If you really had some energy, you can go maybe steal some diggers and some rock bars, or you might be able to get a generator. I don't do so much on the generators, but those things are what, $300-400. I mean, and you got to go in there and cut with the chain and get the chains off of them, and those things are a pain. They're heavy, right? So other than that, you ain't getting nothing out of my yard unless you're getting in the building. By that time, you've set off tons of alarms and
the big bad dog's coming.
All right. Oh, we have another question.
Oh yeah. Out of curiosity, has anyone used one of the billy goat augers? And I have very limited use for this. I love them. I love the idea.
It looks pretty similar to the groundhogs that we use over here. The hydraulic. It looks hydraulic for sure, isn't it?
It's hydraulic, but the groundhogs operate for 2 tires. The nice thing about these billy goats is they're a stable platform, generally always 4 tires, and they're powered tires. So you literally drive it. It drives itself, right? You don't ride on it, but I haven't seen the kind like this exact one with the pivoting front wheels and 2 drive in the back. I normally see one that almost has 4 turf tires on it.
So it looks like it's. I mean, does it actually have any down pressure from that as well, or? I mean, much.
Not a whole lot. Probably more than you see typically.
Because that's hydraulic though.
Yeah, but is there like an arm a hydraulic arm that actually pulls it out of the hole as well?
I don't see that. No. No, I don't see that.
Or do you physically have to lift it back up out of the hole? Because that'd be nice.
It would be nice. There is a second set of hydraulic hoses there, actually. You know what?
Yeah.
One for the auger head. There one might be a ram to go up and down there.
Yeah, that would be nice getting it up out of the hole, right? That's the part that wears you out after a day of
or going down in the hole. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why anyone dig holes anymore. Anyways, who does that?
Right?
I mean, this looks like something my grandpa would have, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's that's probably from.
Call him your grandpa right there.
Yeah, like 1975. We still dig. I'm telling you, man. In Las Vegas.
Are you digging for treasure?
I told you, man. Yeah, every hole feels like it. Yeah, you've been digging. You figure, man, if you're gonna work that hard, there must be some gold or something down there, right?
Give me something out of it, man. Give me some gold. I'm work this hard.
The problem is, man, you guys just have all those freedoms because you don't have all the regulations and shit. You don't have building departments on your ass. You don't have.
We do too. We just tell them to go eat lunch.
Yeah, you'd be standing in front of the contractors board here. They'd be all over your shit.
Were there anybody who had any issues during Fence Week with contracting boards?
I definitely didn't. I didn't hear about that. There was all kinds of little issues, which was fantastic for learning for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
But I didn't hear about any issues with contractor boards or even inspectors. Let's say. I have recently
international building codes and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, not on the training stuff out there. They wouldn't be out there on that.
Yeah, but no, all the trainings were on real sites. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're talking about Fence Week, your stuff.
Fence Week.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay. I thought we were talking about out. I thought we were talking about out at demo days.
Oh no. So Fence Week, we did have some challenges for sure, but I don't think we had any inspector issues. We did recently have. I don't know if it was on Facebook, guys, or they sent me a message, but somebody did have an inspector issue up north where they require a footing, and they were requiring a 2-foot deep footing up north, which is ridiculous. Okay. It's not deep enough up north. And the person that was putting in the fence was going to do a post driven 4 feet. And the guy's like, yeah, but it has to be 2 feet in concrete. He's like, I'm going to go 4 feet deep. So it was a conversation they had with the building commission there. And they actually got that approved. It wasn't terribly difficult to have the conversation and show them that you're actually building a better fence, better than 2 foot deep. So if you're listening to this and you're in those areas and you're like, well, I can't pound because of this reason. Have you tried to have a conversation with them yet? Mm-hmm. Go talk to the engineers there. Go talk to their building commission. Show them, test them. Actually, do a field day. Go to the courthouse and pound some posts in the front lawn. Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah. I'd like to see some videos of that. Just go start pounding posts.
Just make sure you're live.
Everybody go down to the town hall tomorrow and start pounding some posts in the ground right in front of it.
And then ask the building commissioner to pull them out.
Yeah.
Go ahead, back your truck up and tow on it, right? Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
I didn't say you should do that. Brian said you should do that. Do you remember?
Yeah, Brian said it. I heard that. It wasn't me.
Send your video to Sean.
Yeah. Definitely send me the videos. So I'm gonna put them all over TikTok. I mean, that's going viral. What are you doing?
Yeah, but I mean, Trump won, so they got that whole Department of Government
Doge
efficiency's gonna happen. They're gonna start getting rid of some regulations and stuff. So I know I can tell you one thing: the liberals in our industry right now are scrambling. Like, wait a minute, how are we gonna get more laws and regulations in? So you're gonna
Speaking of laws and regulations,
we're gonna have less regulations and we're gonna have guns. Oh no, what are we gonna do?
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna pound post on the freaking courthouse lawn.
But speaking of laws and regulations,
yes, here we
Ryan
go.
will be in Louisiana next week at the Louisiana Life Safety Security Association convention. We were invited. We're going to do an entire course on making gates safer, because I'm sorry that conversation isn't done for us. We're still having it. But we will have the opportunity to sit in front of the state fire marshal. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. So we'll be doing some continued education stuff as well. And then this is gonna be everybody's chance to, come down, have a voice. This is the stuff we all complain about.
So is everybody? How do they get an invite to go? How do they get there?
So to the fire marshal's breakfast, that's kind of a close, like just for exhibitors, and we're considered an exhibitor. But the fire marshal will be at the entire convention. They do have a booth. You'll be able to stop and talk to them and actually have a conversation. So all you have to do is register to go to the convention.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be kind of cool. So we're gonna be there. I'm coming in the 20th or something. I don't even know when I'm.
Oh, hold on. Have you bought a ticket?
Wait. I heard you didn't buy a ticket yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. And hold on, are we bringing Michael Brooks?
Brooks is going to be coming down, I think, too.
Okay.
So we're going to be talking about the gate monitor and stuff like that as well. We want to take it to the next level. We want to make not just the new gate operators and everything safer. We want to be able to go back, and anything that's not, that wasn't built and tested through the laboratories, we want to make sure that those also have some monitored safety devices on them and stuff as well. So we want to take it to a whole new level, and but practically, on a practical level as well. So we're excited to actually go and launch some new stuff and talk to everybody and stuff in Louisiana. So if you're in the area around Louisiana or something, you can make it down there. Reach out to Susan or myself, and Susan will have information too. Can you scan that QR code that you just had up, Susan, to get to go?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a register. And if you're scared of QR codes like Brian is, you can go to llssa.org /.
Wait a minute. Did you say scared of QR codes? Hold on a minute. Scared.
I'm not
Brian.
He's scared.
Get your phone out and scan that right now.
I don't like to scan QR codes.
Oh, that's because you have one of the kid phones.
No, because I think what's going to happen.
Kid phones don't work with
that.
No,
because
they infiltrate your phone.
I think what's going to happen eventually one time. So, yeah, it's going to send me over to some Apple freaking video game thing where I'm going to have to pay for an app or something instead of getting it for free. I'm going to.
This may be true.
No, when I switched from Apple to Galaxy a long time ago, and I was all paranoid thinking this was like 15 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was. And I was all paranoid it was going to cost me a fortune because I bought all those apps, right? You buy all those apps and you download those programs and stuff on your phone from Apple. And then I went to Galaxy and swear to God, 75% of them were free on the App Store for Galaxy, and they were charging for on the Apple. So just throw that out there. But no, the QR code thing is this. Susan is right. I don't like the QR codes. And I'll do it if I have to, but I don't like them in the restaurants and stuff because I want to look at a menu. But I don't like to scroll through and shit when I'm in the dark and looking at menus. But and trying to pick one item, what was on that page. But it's because I think how easy it would be for somebody, and I'll probably say it now. Somebody's going to do it. I think how easy it would be for somebody to go and stick a sticker on top of the other QR codes. And next thing you know, you scan one and it goes to a site that gives you a virus or something, or takes you where you're not want to go, right? Because you don't know where that's going.
I have never, ever had that thought cross my mind.
But think about it.
How do you have time, capacity, and environment to even consider that? Like, what?
No, I'm just saying, at least on a website address.
I mean, you would see the sticker on top of the QR code.
No, what's funny, if you see a website address that looks like it's a scam, you wouldn't type it in your computer, but you'll scan any QR code to go anywhere you want.
If it says pound town here, I'm going to type it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Susan, for bringing that up. That was stuff I shared with you.
I don't know that
you could have mentioned that to Sean before we went live. All right. You didn't have to like wait and bring this up now.
Do you know that he won't eat anything that is white?
Oh no, I don't like white creamy sauces
this is
either.
Be a good show.
No, I don't. I eat barbecue sauce and like steak sauces, and that's it, man.
I do know that he does like his steaks well done. And his analogy is, if it's well done, it literally is in the name that a steak was job well done.
Yeah.
Rather than rare means it's not even quite there anywhere yet. I learned all this.
Come on. I mean, you're going to pay them full price for not even have to fully cook your food.
See, this is exactly what I dealt with when he was here. It's like
anybody can undercook a steak. I mean, how hard is that? And that's, I mean, you don't have to, I wouldn't even call yourself a chef if you didn't even cook the damn thing. You just sear it on two sides and hand it to somebody. Then it comes down to the quality of the meat. A real chef can cook a well-done steak and have it come out.
And did I cook you a well-done
steak? Your steak was probably one of the best steaks I ever had. Well done at your house. There's no doubt. So, I mean, I got to give you your props on that.
So there you go. I'm not a chef. But I did do it well done. I like doing things well.
Yeah. And it was still juicy. So I don't know, man. I just, you go to some places and it's all dried out, but yeah. So, but nonetheless, well done on that.
Fantastic.
I talked to Megan this week. With the Fence Cruise, right? So by the way, she's not in the Miami area. So I'm trying to find us a hotel for everybody, like to make sure we're all in the same place. That has a shuttle to the Fence Cruise and everything or to the cruise itself. So I should have those answers in the next week or two, what hotel we're all going to stay at. But yeah, the cruise is filling up fast.
So I went on a cruise out of Miami and got a hotel one time. I need to figure out where the hotel was and make sure you do not recommend that one.
Okay.
They gave us a door key, a physical key to the door. And when I got to the door, it looked like had louvers in it. You could see through the door to the room. Okay. It had like louvers in it. Yeah. I got in there, was blood splatter on the wall. Oh yeah. It was the most disgusting. There was shit on the floor. I slept with my hoodie on, my hood up over me, my shoes and socks, everything on top of the bed going, oh my God, what have I done? Because it was, I thought it was saving money. Bad idea. Dates for the Fence Cruise. Frank, you got to be there, man. Come on.
I'll pull it up again. Yeah, so it's Monday. It's going to leave February 3rd. It's going to come back on the 7th, right, Susan? So it's 3 days, but really 1 day's kind of at sea. So and then
it leaves on Monday and it comes back Friday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then I was talking to Sean from CMM as well today, in fact, about his event we're going to be going out and doing, right? Cool. Yep. But also, though, we're getting a lot of traction behind us doing a kind of like a social, like a fence social thing going on, and a lot of it around vinyl and stuff as well in Miami on the 8th. So we get back on a Friday. The next day we do this, and we kind of bring all the people that couldn't make it on the cruise but still want to kind of do something. We meet up somewhere on the 8th in Miami. We're working out the details of that.
I am working on those.
Miami. Get it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm working on that. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, so we're doing what we can to keep the overhead as low as possible. So I'm reaching out to BFW and a couple of like sites that do just like basic party planning and stuff like that. So yeah.
And I'm checking local dive bars, so she's looking at
So are we talking about doing a little bit of demonstration on the 8th?
No, that's just more of a just a get together. And also thank you for we're going to let all the exhibitors know from the Fence Show and stuff as well. Anybody wants to kind of show up. They shouldn't have to spend a fortune just to meet everybody all the time. So
I love it.
As an industry, we got to do better to represent these people that make all this stuff possible for us. So we're going to try to get as many of them involved, and so they don't, stuff that they can do to just kind of like a mid-year kind of thing to get everybody together. So that'll be kind of cool.
So we have another event that's not officially announced yet. I'll go ahead and leak it right now. Okay.
Oh man,
leaking right now.
I heard about it the other day. Let's hear it.
You already know. So March 5th and 6th, Anchor B in Texas, Homeland sponsoring this. There'll be other vendors there as well. It'll be a 2-day training open to the public. It'll also have a party and a band. Like it's going to be a shindig. March 5th and 6th. So if nothing else, write that on the calendar. March 5th and 6th. In Texas.
We're in Texas, though. We're in Texas.
Anchor B. I know they're 40 minutes from Fort Worth. How about that? I think it's
okay.
Here.
Perfect.
Let's see if I can figure that out.
DFW area. That's perfect. That's all people need to
know. That's about what, a 3-day drive once you reach the Texas border.
For me,
that's like 6 hours for me.
Yeah.
Everything's 3 days apart in Texas. But it's like,
Texas is freaking large, dude.
I think I've told that when I was driving across the country once and went through Texas, man. I think I started in the morning. I drove all day. I got a hotel room that night, and I'm still in Texas. I drove like the next day, and I'm like barely made it out of Texas after the second day of driving. Crazy.
I could be wrong, but I think it's near Weatherford.
Okay.
Let me verify that.
Yeah, no, I'm already working with him to make sure that we get something into the Fence magazine so people can hear about it and know about it. We'll verify all that information.
This will be sponsored by the AFA. I'm sorry, not AFA. It's be sponsored by Homeland, and sponsored and hosted by Anchor B. Anchor B's
nice. Yes.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool people.
Also, Brian, aren't you doing a training with Sam coming up very soon?
Yeah, it's coming up December. I got to give Sam a call. We're kind of still ironing out.
Well, no, we have a meeting tomorrow.
Okay.
You didn't know that, Brian?
I don't know. I do. Yeah, of course.
I have it all over your calendar for the next 3 weeks. Don't worry.
Oh my gosh,
dude, this has just been a busy. I mean, like you, I was focused on focused on the business, so I think that's kind of getting back in line, and now it's time to get some of this stuff going, and then I feel like it's just back and forth. Like you said, it's like everything's gonna go smooth, and then I'll just kind of distance myself and sabotage it, and then I'll go back.
Yeah.
Well, we got to talk about Fence Week real quick, because this is the week after the event, and Fence Week was an absolute fantastic hit last week. Successful across the board, beyond what I could have ever dreamed of. So the camaraderie, the collaboration, the teamwork, the inclusiveness, right, of all of the event was phenomenal. We had 20 plus guys here.
I heard there was like 15,000 people total across the country.
Yeah, right? Not quite there yet. But
I don't know. There were something like 25 people like in Homa. Like it was amazing.
It's crazy. So if you think about it, I put some stats out there. These are crazy stats to think about. We did over 40 projects in 4 days. These are like real homeowners, real job sites, real anomalies, real problems, like material wasn't right, job wasn't laid out right, the terrain wasn't, neighbors pissed off, like everything you could dream of. We had a little bit of everything. 40 projects, right? Over 8,000 credit hours of training hours, like 8,400 credit hours, 7,000 feet of fence. That's a shit ton of fence in the ground, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds of lives, affected positively, right? In one shape, fashion, or another. A ton of positive feedback. And I think the energy is people can't even wait for the next one. They're already ready. So we're looking for people to host locations next year. Yep. Brian and I have both said some silly numbers like, can we get to 100 locations? And I think that's really not that silly, right? We did 10 locations in 2 months. With 12 months under our belt and 1 full year behind us, can we get to 100 locations? If we can get to 100 locations with 20 people, do the math. What is that? That is significant number of people. It's not so much that it's a training, it's a collaboration. That's a significant number of people coming together, breaking bread together, sweating blood, tears together, making a difference and giving back. What's so cool about the event is every one of those locations were giving back. They were donating their time. They were bringing on the vulnerability of their job sites. They were bringing on the vulnerability of them building fence, and others came in with experience and no experience. I mean, at my location, we had 2 or 3 people that have never built a fence before. So like Brian said before, how do we get the next generation into our industry? Well, we got three out of 20 have never built a fence. And they're like, well, this is a perfect opportunity to learn how to build a fence.
And Sean, when we first started talking years and years ago now, I mean, it's been years now when we first started talking, and all of these events in our industry got stagnant, and it was like, and they consistently were training, 10 people, 15 people at these events for a fence week or something like that.
For a year.
For a whole year. That's it.
So, I mean, we're talking, so to see this kind of growth and to see that the energy that all of us and even the industry and everybody that's got behind all of this has done, that we've gotten to the point where we've taken stuff that was stagnant for 10, 15 people a year. And now it's hundreds of people that are going to get, they're getting trained in that same fence week that would have normally been 10 people. You can't undo this momentum. You can't stop it. That's
the thing.
there.
You can't stop it. This choo-choo train's running.
Yeah. It's bigger. It's bigger than just you and I or Susan or any of this.
Yeah.
It's people love it. They love this hands-on stuff. They love this to feel connected to it and to learn on a different scale and to feel like they can actually join this stuff again. It's not just for the large companies,
Right.
and that it's for that guy that's just working out of his truck. And I mean, look at that. Look at your house when I went out there. They're just camping in your backyard. That's insane. Right. And they were freaking loving it. So I mean,
loved every bit of it. Yes, awesome.
Everything that's being done right now has never been done before, and it's working, and people are getting involved. So man, Sean, the fact that you put all that energy into it, I know you put in this part of it, you put 10 times the energy I put into it.
Yes.
And
that was my baby. That was my baby.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm glad to see it's over and behind us, but I'm already working on the next one.
Next year.
I've already got instructors committed, locations committed beyond what we had. So we've already had 2 or 3 more to say, I'm in. So I'm excited for that for next year for sure. So Fence Week was great. Fence Camp was
John's
Fence Camp. I don't know if we officially announced that, but Fence Camp is hold on. Let's quantify this. Hold on. That is by invite only. So just so you know, we're gonna just randomly show up. You need to contact somebody. But Fence Camp is like Fight Club, right? You don't talk about Fight Club. It's a thing that doesn't exist, right? So, but yes, it's going. The word on the street is there's a guy, Big John, that is going to have Fence Camp. Yeah, Big John. It's already scheduled. It's already happened, and we're going to put a ton of fence in.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. It's just you got it, man. The energy right now is just it's still buzzing. It's changing, man. I would you ever have expected where we're at right now 3 years ago?
I didn't even know no, I couldn't even fathom. No, I couldn't see this broad of a future, right? So the goals that we had 3-5 years ago were pretty short of where we are right now.
Yeah.
But that's just life, man. You just don't know what you don't know until you learn what you didn't know. Can't be upset about it. It's cool.
No, and I think we're really kind of evolving into something different than what we originally envisioned, right? Like we never thought we'd be doing hands-on training across the nation for free for as many fence companies as possible that could show up. Like, come on, like, you know what I mean? Like
when you say it out loud, it sounds completely insane.
It is insane. Well, like, there was nothing like it before.
800 hours, you said, of continued
8,000
hours
of continuing education.
What Fence Week's going to be the place where every year they know they got to go get their continued education. So just show up to one of these events and get it. So it's and again, to be able to offer this stuff is crazy. I never would have thought that would have been happening. And look at Susan, our very first full-time a staff, basically executive director for it. I mean, none of us expected all of this. So
I don't know how many years ago it was we were talking about doing this, but here we are. Now we're all three in a live video going, what the hell just happened?
What is going on, man?
I mean, as we approach like the end of the year, like we have to look back and see like how different our world is from January of 2024 to December of 2024, right? Like maybe our last episode of the year should literally be like where we were, where we are, where we're going, right?
Nobody knows where we're going.
I don't think we know where we're going.
Nobody knows where we're going.
Yeah, would you you're gonna have to outline that.
Our members decide that, right? Like we take a left turn and everybody's like, no, that's not working for the industry. And we're like, you know what? You're right. It's not.
Yeah. Or Brian goes, let's go this way, and nobody goes that way. Right? Let's go this way.
Hey guys.
I love it.
Hey, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming on. Always good catching up. Everybody that's watching, if you're watching live, thanks for the comments, thanks for the likes, thanks for your involvement, everything you guys are doing, and supporting it and definitely encouraging us to go, because it definitely is the fire beneath all of us. There's no doubt. Sean, your commitment to the industry is just it's crazy. I appreciate it, man. And all
hopefully
your support.
everybody notice.
Yeah, everybody notices. Susan, you're my rock.
You're my rock. Don't worry.
And I'm sorry we don't read your notes, Susan. But
next time you need
to built that way. Okay.
You read the notes when I'm off screen, so I appreciate that.
We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and read them and go, man, that's right. I should have mentioned that.
Right.
That's why she's here, though. She would have mentioned it if I needed to mention it.
Yeah. Good show. Great job.
All right, good show. Good show. Good seeing you guys. We will talk to you guys later. If you're watching it live, thanks. If you're watching it pre-recorded, thanks for that too. We'll see you guys. Have a
Take
good one.
care, team +1.
See ya.